smoke on the 2-lane. She's smoking pretty good now. What are we doing?
Let's look around here.
What we were looking for. Guess I'll find out in a few hours if the heat works. 2, 3, 4, 5.
There you go, we bought a bus. Okay, all aboard. Let's go. We bought a bus. That hot idle drops about 20, so we're a little worn. Look at all of them. And well, I wish I could leave it on because it actually puts off heat. Oh my God, it feels so good.
I guess it goes about 55, and as of right now, there is no heat, but I promise he won't freeze to death, and we're still about 4 hours from home.
All right, let's go BS, and I'm actually going to shut them all off, and let's see if we can navigate this thing 120 miles home. I hope we make it. All right, we got this for a basic mobile storage unit. We're debating on whether or not to actually leave the seats in because we're going to fill it basically with household goods. You know, we're going to store all our stuff. Hopefully it gets home because 120, we're down in Oklahoma. 146, 099, about that 146 one. All right, there you go. It's a 466, 55, 60 mile an hour, something like that, you know. This old girl is trying. She's trying, she's working.
He's driving the bus. Hopefully we're off this 2-lane soon. It's kind of sketchy. Still got a couple hours to go. Almost finished.
I'd like to, you know, actually get home in it. I mean, 40 mile an hour, 45. Let's see, turn the brights on, one light goes out, turn low beams on, the other one goes out, I think. It's really not that bad as far as steering. I mean, just getting used to it. I mean, this is the first school bus I'd ever driven. Well, the first regular school bus. I drove the monster truck school bus. I've done that, but not the regular school bus, like out on the road, driving around. Sorry though, it's smaller than what we normally drive. That's on the floor right there. I'm standing all the way in it. I had to ease into it, you know, to be nice to it. I don't know. Do you guys think that was pretty smooth? Oh, it might drop a gear right here. Here you go. I'm on the floor. On the floor. On the floor. On the floor. Oh, it pulled it. It pulled it. Look at that. Wow. Good job, old girl. I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to shut this thing off and check the oil. When it showed up, it was running, and I'm kind of kicking myself. I should have shut it off and fired it back up. And I didn't do that. So I don't want to shut it off, check the oil, starter go out. And I mean, I think I'm going to watch the oil pressure. We're at hot idle. There you go, no load, idle, 20 some odd pounds. Oh my God, the odometer doesn't work. Oh, you bastard, it doesn't work. We don't know how far we went. Stretch rag. Figures, old busted crap. Back in the bus, there's auxiliary heat back here. It's not doing it. I ain't gonna mess with none of this. I'm acting like I'm gonna. I'd like to get the heat working, but I don't want to mess with it. I mean, shoot, just suffer through it and get home. I don't even know how I'm gonna title this. If he had a certificate of origin, that's all he had. And I mean, we need someplace to put all our stuff at, so I just went with it. I mean, it's a damn school bus. It'll probably wind up in Garnett, Kansas, on the cattle farm, doing hay rides. Who knows? That's what justified it, and that's why I'm thinking I probably don't want to take the seats out. I mean, leave it all together, and it's really not doing too bad. I hope we didn't make a bad decision. We'll see. So far, I mean, it's still running about 180. 50 pounds oil pressure right now. Air brake's been pretty good. The purge valve is pretty good. It's healthy. See if it stays that way, who knows. It's absolutely fitting that the first time I ever drive this thing is 50 miles outside of anywhere we've driven before.
Okay, we are about ready to get on the interstate. We will just find out how fast this old bus is going to run. See if we make it home at 55 or 65 or on a tow truck.
This is the first acceleration on the interstate. Okay, I'm easing my way to get it on the floor. Okay, right there. I'm on the floor. Sad. Come on, girl. Uh-oh, back out of it. I heard it act a little funky.
He's probably freezing to death in there because unless he figured out how to use the heater, there's no heat and it is 43 degrees outside. We're only doing about 40. I'll turn on my hazards just so I don't get rear-ended. I didn't see any smoke on the 2-lane. Smoking pretty good now. Oh, I hope it goes faster than 50. Getting her up to 55. And she's got to make it home. On to its next adventure.
Because right now I'm on the floor, it's like horrible. I gotta back out of it and then ease it back in a little bit. But I'm still going up. I'm in, just got on 71 down in southern Missouri, south of Joplin. There's some pretty good hills down here. There's some. Hoping I can get it wound up. I hope I got one more gear, but I don't think I do. You can barely feel this thing shift. I'm on the floor. We're going downhill. We're almost to the bottom, so 65 mile an hour. Looks like that's about it.
So we made it a little ways on an on-ramp. Bog down and die.
I mean,
It's
pump,
chilly.
clog filter. Get something to pop that open with and pump it. Make sure that it's getting fuel to that filter. Well, guys, it's completely died twice. Trying to get it home. Now, I'm dog-legging it about 45 miles an hour and trying to keep my foot off the floor so I'm not calling for all the fuel that it's, because it really was acting like I was just starving it. Running down the interstate with my foot on the floor, it wasn't happy. So right now we're just putting along and hoping to keep the thing rolling. Try to get it as close as we can, because where we don't get it, we're gonna heavy wreck or tow it to the house. And then when we tow it to the house, we're gonna load it with all the little stuff we were gonna put in here, and then we'll tow it to the shop. And might as well tow it to the shop full of all the crap we want. That way what we bought it for is, you know, being utilized. So if we gotta tow this thing, we are going to tow it to our house. Might as well, but we'll see how close we can get. I mean, maybe I'll catch it. If it starts to bog down, I'll catch it. But I'm trying to baby it so it won't bog down. We'd like to make it. That'd be real nice. But when it did die, I did take advantage of that and check the oil. Oil's good. Bogged down, and when I tried to fire it back up, it took a while. It had to pump it back up. It was just like a bad pump. You know, it just had to prime back up. I don't have even a Phillips screwdriver with me. I'm just doing it by driving it. Haven't hooked to nothing, and by the gauges. The gauge is the only thing I'm watching. Like, it's starting to bog down now, but I'm trying to back out of it actually. I'm nowhere near the floor now. I'm like a quarter of the way in the throttle and letting it slow down. If it's gonna keep going, I'll just keep babying it. Wouldn't that be funny if the fuel gauge is wrong? I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop and fill it up. Oh my goodness. Pull off and go ahead and top the tank all the way off just to make sure, because you never know. That some sucker could be fooling us. It would be pretty funny because it did act like it was running out of fuel. That's exactly what it was acting like. I hope it idles when I'm off the pedal. We're still 140 miles from home, something like that. So, and we're only doing 45. Climbing a grade right now. Careful with on. We gambled. Yep, we gambled that we could actually make one drive. I mean, we bought a lot of crap like this and actually made it home with it. Well, we pay dues, right? I guess we're paying dues. I see the fuel stop. All right. So as of right now, we're off the interstate. See if we can catch it die. Hope not. We might though. Well, who knows? If it comes down to an idle right here, we'll probably be fine. And it's just whatever's weak, whether it be whatever fuel pump is going on here, is can't handle the full-on interstate running. So at least we're off the interstate. We're good for now. All right, we can easily tow it from here. Let's hope we don't get a false sense of security and fill this up with fuel and get right in the middle of nowhere and have it take a crap, because I'd much rather tow it from right here. But I don't want to tow it when it's sitting here and it's idling and running fine. Y'all don't even believe me it's dying, do you? I don't even know where I think it's somewhere about right there. Thing. So let's throw some fuel in this thing. No, I didn't even bring gloves. I already kicked it on full bore, let her eat. I'm barely pulling it now. Pulling a little more. Yeah, it's come splashing out of there like crazy. Barely fits in there, but it does. Alright, if it dies now, it ain't because of fuel.
You took two tractors and loaders to take the ass end of it up and set it on the ground.
Okay, so it started when we got it to a fuel station here in Joplin. See how much fuel we can put in it. Maybe that'll help. If not, we'll just drive it home at 45. Could be a very long night. It's already 10 o'clock on Sunday night, and we're in Joplin, so we're 3.5 hours from home. And at 45, that's going to be a very long drive.
I don't plan on moving it. Mom's got the ground and I live on it. We got a shop, or a 40 by 60 shop that I use to work on this and everything. I gotta clean it. I gotta get started moving shit and do it out.
Oh my God, school bus. He knows how to fuel up. Oh, truck driver. We just BSing with him. All right, let's see if I can get the filter numbers. I'm gonna get just in case we stop. Here real quick, out of the way, everybody, and let her sit for a second, think about what she did. All right, we're getting back on the interstate, or not on the interstate, actually. We're staying off. Well, we're on 49, which is nowhere near as busy as 44. Right now we're at I-44 exit, and I don't really want to get on 44. You go from Joplin over there to 71, and it's fast moving traffic. So we're gonna see if we can't go straight. Let's going to. Dang, I'm talking to you guys and I missed the turn. Now I got to do a U-turn and bus. Dang it! All right, leave me alone. I missed the freaking turn. I missed it. Oh, I had it all wrong. That's because I need to go straight out of there. Two center lights and the two center lights in the back are the only ones not working. Shattered a little bit pulling up that hill. It's been pretty happy. It's just been cruising 50 mile an hour. It'll just hold it, and we'll see if that trend continues. I know what that is. I got an idea and I'm gonna try it, but then this squealing just now started. I wonder what that is. You guys are just riding with me. You know what, let's just see what happens. Let's push it. Let's push it and see if the pump gives up, see if we run out of fuel. Because honestly, it's gonna be about 3 o'clock in the morning by the time we get home, and I don't really want to do that. So let's just push it. There's the governor. I hope that's the governor. Okay, I don't want to push it anymore, actually. I'd rather not tow it. Looks like 65 is the governor for it, though. So that's all we get. That's a bummer. Well, not really. This big goofy little son of a gun rolling down the road. Oh my goodness. Oh, not the brake 65. Oh yeah, it almost slows you down. Yeah, 65. It almost hits the brakes. We're still going. I thought it bogged down there for a minute. Shaky steering wheel. My foot feels like, you know, when you lean over on your shoes too long and your shoes curve. That's what it feels like right now because I can't get the damn cruise control working. That was a freaking drag. We got another 110 miles to go, I think. Crap. Toe ain't gonna hurt so bad from right here, so we're about 30 miles from home. That is very nice.
Okay, it is almost 1:30 in the morning, and stopped and put some fuel in the bus. Seemed to run a whole lot better. Anthony actually got it up to 65 for most of the trip. Okay, not most of it, but a good portion of it. It was way better than driving 45. We are almost home, so get up and go to work in the morning.
Okay, from here I'll drag it with a chain. That's awesome. We don't have a tow. Now we still got to worry about getting it out of here. We don't know how well this is going to run. Remember, this is just a storage unit, so hopefully we can get this done, which is going to be a 2-month ordeal. Actually, it's coming here for 2 months, and I don't think I've told the whole story, but we did sell our house, and well, I'll give you the numbers. We owed $90,000 on this property right here that we've got. We bought this property after we bought the equipment, after the shop, after everything. This was kind of an afterthought. It came up and we did it. We bought it. Well, we're down to $90,000 is what we owe on it. And we're selling it for $277,000. And that extra money is going to pay off the machine shop. It's going to almost pay off the building too. It'll be minuscule. There'll be something there. But the machine shop will be paid off. We will be back to the point before we bought this house, before we bought the machine shop financially. So very, very excited about that. And that part is worth suffering a little bit. I think we're gonna try to get back down to Arkansas and we've got our eyes on a double stacker trailer. We've got the school bus for the goods, for some of the stuff in the house, and I really want to get the double stacker so that we can put the toys in there and empty out the garage. And I mean, we've got some parts going out, parts going up to Don's. So those of you that saw the video, a lot of stuff going on up there, and that's the in-game thing. So keep an eye out for that. It's Sunday night right now. It's about 1:30 in the morning on Sunday night. Jumped in the car, and went to wherever the heck we went to, somewhere down in Oklahoma. I don't know where the hell it was. But went down there and picked up this bus. Got a pretty good deal. It was $3,500. It's cheap. And it's got a DT 466. Look at that, we made it. It's our camper, Volvo. Just, we're gonna have our own city. That's on the driveway. Looks like it. We've got about 700 tons of gravel out here. You can't really tell, but we do. So there's my story. We're going to bed.